Decided to come to the athletics today. 14 Celsius, it'll get warmer. Wind as usual, partly cloudy. That's for the next 5 minutes and then it'll totally change. And here we are at Swansea University. This is what we have coming up local time, where it is 3:27 British time. And we start off with field event, the women's shot put F34 final, and then the women's 1500 meters T12. And all rounds off today. We have 13 finals in this closing session, and the relays to end it all. Wind picking up a little bit, but it's a pleasant day. Actually great to see such a good crowd here. The stand on the far side filling up nicely. We have 4 hours of action to round things off. Tons of medal ceremonies, because we have tons of medals to decide on this closing day of the 2014 IPC Athletics European Championships. Very successful championship, successful for all. Nice crowd here.
First field final to go on this fifth final day of Swansea 2014 will be the women's F34 shotput final. Coming out on the big screen are the 5 athletes.
Some great excitement this week here in Swansea.
One of these of Poland, she is the European leader in that competition.
Well, joining me for the afternoon, for a little bit anyway, is the Great Britain captain, Michael Huggins. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. How are you doing?
Ah, fantastic. How are you doing? How's the week been?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been tiring, but I've really enjoyed the opportunity to be obviously the team captain and to get the guys all geared up for the competition. So, yeah, this is the final day of what I would say a very successful championships for Great Britain. I think all the teams have done quite well actually, but I'm quite biased.
Don't blame you. Well, we've got loads of finals today on the track, so we'll ask you for your expertise throughout the afternoon. It will be very welcome. It's been a fabulous week for Britain as well so far at these championships, with oodles of medals: 15 gold, 17 bronze and 15 silver, 47 so far. I'll ask you about everyone before you go in about an hour and a bit's time. And what has been a very, very big week here. There's no British action in the first final of the last session, the women's 1500 meters T12. There's 4 in this, including Elena Pautova, who has won just about every title going in this 1500 meters. She's the European, Paralympic and world champion right now. And T12s, she's looking for another gold medal. It's been 6 years since she's been beaten in a championship race, and here she is. T12s can go with a guide or without a guide if they need to. She feels she doesn't need one because she wins an awful lot. 4:36 her personal best. Also here, Maria Fiuza of Portugal. João Campos is her guide, finished 5th in the 1500 meters last year in Lyon at the World Championships. Pınar Keles of Turkey, alongside Mohamed Ugur Sakir. We've seen a lot of her this week. And Maria del Carmen Paredes, alongside her guide Lorenzo Sanchez Martin of Spain. Straight final in this. Pautova has won a huge amount down through the years. 6 golds during her time, 4 bronzes, 2 Paralympic Games titles over this distance in 2004 and 2012 in Athens and London. The last time she was beaten in a championship race, 2008, 6 years ago. She's already out in the front. Will she stay out in the front? Very good chance she will. It's Elena Pautova of Russia without the guide, and those with guides: Maria Fiuza of Portugal, Pınar Keles of Turkey, Paredes of Spain, and Michael, Well, a lot of guiding needing this, but there's one woman who doesn't need one, and she is looking good already.
Well, yeah, she's got bags of experience of obviously running on her own. We've got the athletes behind with their guys as well. And I know from seeing her on the circuit from when I started, and she's just dominating in her usual fashion. It's interesting to see the guys who are being guided behind her and looking at their technique. Obviously, as a guide myself, they all seem to be sticking together.
Well, she's absolutely firing away. 3 laps to go, and she leads by, what, 60, 70, 80 metres? She's way out in front.
And she looks comfortable as well.
Doesn't she just? Paredes is coming through now in second place, and in third is Swansea of Portugal, a little bit back, 30-40 metres back is Keres of Turkey in fourth place, but Pautova is absolutely rocking away with it at the moment, leading by about 100 metres, I'd say, over in the back straight. She's 2.5 laps to go, and the rest have got just about 3. She won the gold in this in Lyon last year, and in London 2012, and in the last European Championship in the Netherlands back in 2011 in Christchurch in the Worlds, and 06 in Assen in the Worlds, and 04 in Athens. She's used to winning. She looks really good. She's been winning major titles since the age of 18, and it doesn't really look as if anybody is going to stop her right now, to be honest with you. She's looking really good, Miguel.
Definitely. I mean, bags of experience, really, as I said, and she just looks so comfortable when she's running. I mean, it's for me, look at her technique. She's in full control there. Even her stride pattern, she doesn't even seem to be running flat. She's constantly on her toes, which, if you look at the other athletes, they're running quite flat. But again, this could be down to experience, and you know, being out so far out ahead, you know, she's definitely focusing on her own race.
Well, the way she's going, she might actually start lapping people by the time we're done. I'm just looking around the track, and we might actually only have 3 left. Just having a little look around, because well back in second is Swansea, and in third for Spain is Paredes, and I'm not sure where Keres of Turkey has gone. Keres has pulled out, so there's all 3 on the track are going to win a medal one way or another, and Pautova is going to take the gold. She's going to have the bell greeting her in around 150 metres time. She's way out in front here. Really superb athlete in this discipline, and there's 3 T12s in this, 2 of them going with guides. Pautova not feeling she needs one, and she is well out in front. Pautova leading really strongly here. And the bell is on the way as well, Miguel. She's
starting to actually pick up as well. I think by the time she gets to the bell, in her usual fashion, definitely the arms will start to be pumping even quicker. See, here we go. Just on time.
She's doing it. She looks really impressive as well. She went through in around 3:28, 3:29.
And that is really quick.
I mean, as you know, IAAF women's 1500 metre running's going, that's not bad. You'd see a few races that'll be slower than that. I mean, she's way out in front, at least half a lap, and maybe more.
Yeah, and if you see, she's not even slowing down. She's actually quickening up.
It's like a time trial for her. If she keeps going like this, she might just lap the third placer by the end. The bell now for Swansea, and behind is Paredes of Spain in third place. He's jogging along with her guide, Lorenzo Sanchez Martin, and behind them by about, I don't know, 100 metres or so, here she comes, Pautova, looking so crisp.
And she's kicked again, she's kicked again. There we go, at 1:10 to go. She's driving straight into the home straight there. There's no slowing her down. Definitely class above the rest here. The crowd are getting behind her.
Real time trial, real popular winner as well. Look at this, coming home. It's going to be a really fast time. It's not world record pace, but hey, 4:39 will do, and it's gold for Elena Pautova. And that was, well, I have to say, quite easy for her, eh?
Exhibition run, that was. Exhibition.
That was a time trial, and she's the champ by a long way. It's another gold for Russia. That's number 39 for them. Now second place, looking back, it's Maria Fuisa of Portugal alongside João Campos. Fuisa at Christmas time will turn 42, and Paredes in third place is 51.
Wow.
Keres I'm afraid pulled out. Something happened along the way. Pautova, nothing happened to her apart from the fact she was very, very fast. Fwiza's coming through. It is the silver for her, and it's going to be the bronze medal for Paredes when she comes back, and greeted immediately on the line by our champion Elena Pautova. And now in the closing straight, it's Paredes of Spain who's going to jog home, and she won't know yet. She doesn't know what's been happening behind her, but it is going to be a bronze medal for Paredes of Spain. Nice achievement. She's outside her personal best, but she's a medalist anyway. She picks up the bronze. Obviously, there was some little problem along the way for Keles because she went out very early indeed, but it was a really good victory for Elena Pautova. And nice little jog around. Well, actually, more than a jog around. I mean, she did it really fast, something like 4:39 or thereabouts, which was fantastic.
Definitely, as you look at the replay there, you can just see her arms really working. She's driving towards the line. Yeah, definitely a time trial for her. And I think one of the biggest things is when you're coming into a competition and you know that you're in great form, bags of experience, as I've said, you know, definitely an exhibition run there for her. I'm sure she'll be pleased with that.
Well, it was 4:39.87, which was just outside her season's best. And Pautova, who hasn't been beaten at a championship race in 6 years, picks up another big medal here. The European champion, 4:39.87, with Fwiza of Portugal second and Paredes of Spain in third. Now we've got the field underway, and this is the women's shot put, the F34 final. And Marjana Heikkinen, who won bronze in the javelin here. All 6 throws happening at once. She's had a season best already of 6:55 in round 3. We've got 5 in this competition, including the javelin gold medalist Birgit Kober, who's a multi-gold medalist herself. 9 she's won in her career. And that's 6:55, and that's her best so far. And that sets the standard for everyone else. We have lots of medal ceremonies as well. And I'll tell you, Michael, it's been a fabulous week for Britain, though, doing so well. 15 golds and loads of medals. Yeah, definitely. As I said, the morale in the team has been very high. And we've got a lot of youngsters in the team that have really stepped up. The experience of the older athletes, the athletes that have been in this type of environment on many occasions. And I think, you know, when you come to these competitions and these type of championships, you want to go out there and know that the work that you've done in training is going to pay off. And, you know, I know when I went to Stats Canal 2 years ago, it was a good competition, but this one far surpasses what we did in Stats Canal. So, you know, as a captain, I'm very, very, very pleased. Well, lots of medal ceremonies involving Britain so far this week, and we've got the men's long jump T38 ceremony here, and Moussa Tambadou of France taking the bronze medal. Good competition, which had a quality out-and-out winner in the end for Ukraine. So French bronze, and it was Greek silver for Konstantinos Kamaras this morning. But it is gold for Ukraine. And an excellent victory for a dominant winner in the end in Nikita Senik. He went out to 5:79, and he won it by a margin of around 30 centimetres in the end, ahead of Kamaras, whose compatriot Marinos was doing well to get close to his personal best. But Ukraine pick up another honour here. It's been an excellent week for them also. 16 gold medals, which is one more than Britain, and a familiar anthem we're going to hear again.
The national anthem of Ukraine.
So another great victory for Ukraine and Mikita Senik and the men's long jump.
Ukraine have definitely done well these championships, and every time in Europe they seem to pull it out of the bag, and I think they've brought a huge team. I heard on the grapevine it's about 75 athletes. They're all thereabouts. Bags of experience in their team as well.
Really impressive, and it's been borne out by the results we've seen this week. Well, Heikkinen's had a very good campaign. All 6 throws taken at once in this competition. Season's best as well in that third round, going to 6:55. 6:25 she ends up with. But that's the standard for the rest to try and keep up with here. Got the men's javelin ceremony coming up as well. In terms of Libby, she found herself in a situation where she couldn't continue this week, by the way.
Yeah, quite unfortunate, not only for her but for myself as well. You know, every athlete's nightmare is either injury or some form of illness, and we've been training really hard, especially we had a brilliant winter. She's had a few little minor niggles throughout the season as well, in the lead up to the season. Obviously with the Commonwealth, a huge success that we both had, the gold medal there, and coming into this championships we would have liked to have obviously been up there and challenging for that gold medal. But unfortunately this is sport, and sometimes these things happen. It's just how you come back from it.
Just how you respond, isn't it? This is from yesterday, the men's javelin F54. And this was another Russian success of the week. The medals were spread out well. Drzenko Mitrovic, who's won quite a bit down through the years, gold, silver and bronze. Well, another of the third kind for him. Season's best, 25.57 in third place. Danny Nobbs finished in 5th here for Britain, 4 meters away from the top 3. So Mitrovic with the bronze, the silver for Greece and Manolis Stefanudakis. This was really tight to the top in the end, only 15 centimeters between the two. Stefanudakis taking, in the end, the silver for Greece. It could have been gold. He was very close to the top. But Alexei Kuznetsov, in the end, finished in top spot. Gold in the javelin for him, as well as being in the discus. And the shot put. Shot put was this morning, so it's a full calendar for him as he picks up his gold medal for Russia, and an anthem we've been getting used to hearing this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Russian Federation.
Well, they've had a good week, and that's another event in which they've excelled. That men's javelin F54. Loads of field events to round off on the opening day as well.
And Will, just to go back to Danny Nobbs there, obviously he came fourth, and I spoke to him after his competition, but you know, we have to take into consideration his last major was in 2011. He went to qualify for the London Games, and it didn't quite work out for him. So for him to come back and finish fourth against, you know, a strong field is definitely something to be proud of. And I know he'll be back and in full effect and getting ready for the Worlds next year.
I think everybody pretty much happy with how well Britain have done this week with all the successes that have been earned.
Yeah, definitely. I know the coaches are in good spirits. The head coach is in good spirits as well, and I think the medical team are, you know, sometimes they don't get the mention, but you know, the before care and after care of the athletes, they take care of that, and I think they've got everyone in good shape.
Yeah, 51 athletes here for Britain this week, and 48 medals earned.
There you go.
Somebody's taking a few months off.
It doesn't seem to be as windy down in the stadium. The sun's out. But then saying that, I'm looking over at the 200-meter mark, and I can see the flags blowing in the air there.
It's a fairly open stadium, and a lot of it definitely. I mean, it's reminiscent a lot of Lyon last year and the World Championships, because that stadium was quite open as well, but it was just on the edge of a forest, so a little bit more shielded maybe than we are here. We're not that far away from the RSC. It's just over a little mound, maybe about 400, 500 meters away.
And the crowd seems to be rolling in now. The back stand there, from what I can see there, starting to fill. The home straight, as always, is packed to the rafters.
Yeah, forever full, the home straight. It's an athletics thing, though, isn't it? Everybody wants to get a good view of the finish line.
Definitely, and that's across all sports, really.
Next event on the track coming up is T11, which is at 4 o'clock. It's the men's 1500 metres final. I mean, you are a very well-known guide. I mean, what kind of a job is that when you go out on the track and you're having to keep everything in the straight and narrow?
Well, I think there could be a difference between what me and myself and Ruby do over the sprints compared to some other guys that they're doing the middle distance stuff. But in our situation, it is all about timing. It is all about synchronization. I've had a look and assessed the middle distance guides, and especially the top three. There are some similarities to what the sprinters do, but I think there's a lot more time to change things as you're running the 1500 as opposed to the 100 where you've only got 12 seconds to think. So it's going to be interesting watching this one. I'm going to be paying close attention to their technique and then run you through.
And in terms of the training, I suppose you have to look after every eventuality as well, everything that could go wrong as well as everything that could go right.
Well, definitely, and I think since 2012 now, you know, guides are considered now as athletes as well. In times gone by, it used to be, the guy would just turn up and then run with the athletes. But I think a lot of the countries now are buying into the fact that guides are a valuable and an asset to the athlete. And I think the level of training that the guides have to do are replicated by that of the athlete. So, yeah, I think Paralympic sport is moving forward in that direction, and as a guide myself, as I said, it's very important to take your job seriously, because it is a serious job, because there can be a lot of implications if you get it wrong, crossing the line before the athlete and so forth, and losing synchronization with the athlete. So yeah, it's important to be training at the same intensity, or if not more than the athletes themselves.
Now this is Anastasia Triantafylidou of Greece, 5th in the World Shot Put final in 2006. She's the second to go in this. She's a Paralympic finalist as well from Beijing and London. Top three get the medals, with there being 5 finalists in this. Already Heikkinen leading the way with 6.55, and that 6.51 gives her a great chance of being in the medals. We still have a couple of German athletes, Francis Herrmann, the silver medalist in the shot put, and the last Europeans to come. Birgit Kober, who has swept up loads of javelin and shot put gold medals over the past 5-6 major championships. Very rarely wins silver or bronze. In fact, she's only ever won 9 major championship medals. They're all gold. She comes up later on. And in terms of being team captain as well, you got to keep a good eye on the field events as well, don't you, Mikael?
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of the time, people, or the stands tend to empty because they're either at the beginning of the session or the end. But I've enjoyed staying to the bitter end, and I think it was 2 nights ago, we had 2 British interests in the T35 shot put, Sam Ruddock and I should know this, Jonathan Adams. And, you know, those guys really put everything on the line, and, you know, to finish 4th and 5th was big for them. We also had yesterday Dan Greaves, excellent in his event, and it just goes to show with the support of the crowd, because it was packed, and the weather as well, with the sun was out yesterday, and he was able to put down 3 massive performances. And I know Dan really well, and I know that would have meant a lot to him.
Well, he's had great success. This is the men's discus F46, and Nikita Prokhorov has already won gold in the javelin here and silver in the shot put. He is the reigning discus world champion, and it's a foul to start him off. We've 4 in this, and it's one throw per round in rotation. Bempharis of Greece finished 5th in the shot put through 11.03, and that he's already thrown out to 33.10 in this discus competition, and he's the only one to get a mark so far, so he leads. But we'll see if that changes with Dmitro Ibragimov, who won the shot put, won the last European shot put title as well, and was a silver medalist in the World Championships in Lyon last year in this discus. F46 it is, 33.10 is the target. First throw of 6 for Ibragimov. Launches it out beyond 45 meters, and he's in the lead. That's simple. Long way to go in the competition, but he's already got 1 gold this week, and he wants to hear his anthem again. Really great lunge out by Dmitro Ibragimov. And Ukraine in pole position already in this. Twice a major shot put medalist. Not doing too badly in this discus either. Personal best it is as well, 47.68. Breaks his previous mark by 1.5 meters.
And you know, 1.5 meters is a huge distance to break in the discus. He must be well happy with that. And to do it so early on as well, in the first round, it gives the other guys something to chase.
Does indeed, gives him something to build on as well. Matthias Schultzes the next to throw, who's won 2 bronzes so far this week in the javelin and the shot put, and he won bronze in last year's shot put as well. This is his first attempt at the competition, and as long as he gets a mark, he'll definitely go 3rd, because the foul by Prokhorov will be better than that, because it's just short of 45. So he'll go 2nd, ahead of Bempharis, and ahead into 2nd place. Only Ibragimov has thrown further than that so far. That's another personal best as well. It's 44 meters dead. He goes into 2nd place, ahead of Bempharis. Ibragimov still leads, and that's at the end of the opening round. And this is Bempharis of Greece. His personal best is just around 40 meters, 39.38. There's a chance of making himself very competitive here if he gets beyond that. Well, it's gone out around 35 meters. It might be an improvement on his first round throw. Well, he's walked through, so it's a red flag, and he won't advance, and he'll stay in third place. Prokhorov is still to go. So back to the track in the final of the men's 1500 meters T11. And this features the man who won the 5,000 meters earlier this week. Nuno Alves. That was because Manuel Garnica's guide went through the line ahead of him. But Garnica's in this as well, along with the two medalists from that 5,000 meters, Cassar and Carlos Ferreira. So these are the five in this 1500 meters final. T11, complete visual impairment. Hassan Hussein Cassar, silver in the 5,000 meters, bronze at the World Championships last year in the 800, and his guide Mohamed Ugur Kasir. Carlos Ferreira for Portugal, bronze in the 5,000 here this week, the former marathon Paralympic champion along with Ricardo Mest. Then Manuel Garnica, who was past the line first in terms of the athletes, but behind his guide, unfortunately, the 5,000 final. They won it, but were disqualified. Semih Deniz of Turkey, bronze in the 1500 at the World Championships last year, along with Furkan Bogahan, his guide, and Nuno Alves of Portugal, who won the 5,000 belatedly, along with Ricardo Abreu, and that's his guide. And Alves also won silver in the last European Championships 2 years ago, bronze in the 5,000 last year in Lyon at the World Championships. So the final of the men's 1500 meters T11. We're underway. Alves, Deniz, Garnica, Ferreira and Hassan Hussein Cassar are the five in this. And easy pace to start with, but a lot for the guides to be doing in this, Mikhail.
Yeah, definitely. Again, we spoke about the synchronization and the timing, and also for the T11s, it's a lot more harder than the T12s, in the sense of obviously they're totally blind. So I feel the guide has a lot more work to do. But again, if you look, it's quite a steady pace at the moment. So I'm assuming that, you know, the guide will be communicating with the athletes now and just making sure that they feel comfortable with the race pace, how it stands. And if you look at the synchronization, especially of the athlete in number 2 there.
Being led out by Garnica of Spain at the moment, who missed out on the 5,000 meters, but leading the 15 at the moment. Second place, Hassan Hussein Cassar of Turkey. Portuguese beginning to make a little move backwards, actually, as it turns out. Carlos Ferreira and Nuno Alves, and Semih Deniz is making a move up on the outside. And now there's a real injection. And is there a possibility of Garnica being able to keep up with this, because the Turkish athletes have made the move, and Cassar, who was in second place, has moved up. Deniz just behind him in second place, and the other Portuguese, Alves, lying in third at the moment. It'll be communicated to Garnica, who was in front. He's now back in fourth place from his guide, Roberto Alvarez, that they need to get things moving very quickly. Being led by Cassar, leading them out at the moment for Turkey. Semih Deniz is in second place right now. Turkey 1 and 2, and in third place, it's Nuno Alves. Garnica is not that far behind, but we've got 2 laps to go, and how the pace is accelerated now, Mikhail.
Definitely, and as you said there, the pace has stepped up, and if you look now at the guide and athlete, there's a lot more communication going on there. The second Turkish athlete there, his guide is there communicating with him. There was a little stumble there. and he's working now to try and get back the pace. He's kicking now, gone past. It is...
Garnica's beginning to move up quite dramatically here, and he has shot up. He was... Denise has made a big move as well. Garnica is still doing his best. He's on the outside, Garnica, but it was a nice little shuffle up by Semi Denise to take the lead with Hassan Hussein Kassar in second place, and they've broken away. Turkey 1 and 2. Nuno Alves is in third place here for Portugal, with the Garnica back in fourth place. So here we go. It's the leading two.
Coming up
Turkey
to the goal now.
dipping it up. A lap to go after this. Semi Denise in front for Turkey. And in second place, it's Kassar for Turkey. It could very easily be a Turkish 1-2 here. Alves is in third place. On the outside of his guide is Garnica for Spain, but the lead being held by Semi Denise at the moment, ahead of Hassan Hussein Kassar with 300 to go. And now it's really splintered up. The gap's opening all the time. Semi Denise, the bronze medalist at world level last year,
look how he's pushing
to
out.
Accelerate away. He's doing a really good job of that.
200 meters to go.
Kassar in second place, and way back now to Nuno Alves in third, and even further back to Garnica in fourth place. The lead being held by Semi Denise. Did he make the move at the right time? Kassar is trying to fight back behind him in second place.
I don't think he's going to catch him.
Denise is still looking good. Acceleration from Kassar. They're not celebrating just yet. Denise is holding his own. Kassar is really putting the speed up here, but Denise has got enough of a lead. Denise will win for Turkey, and be careful, guide. Oh no, he's crossed the line, hasn't he, before Kassar? It's happened again, I think. Alves crosses the line in third, and Garnica in fourth, but I think the guide might have crossed the line first, in which case
I think Garnica's
promoted to third. Can't believe it's happened again. And then collapsing over the line is Ferreira. Well, a Turkey 1-2 for now, but let's wait and see what happens, because it really looked very suspicious, as if one of those guides crossed the line first. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Let's get another glance at this. Well, there's no doubt about the winner here, who is Semi Denise, who's perfectly fine here, guiding himself across the line ahead of Furkan Bogdan. But watch the second place, Hassan Hussein Kassar, and his guide was celebrating, and that may need a little view from another angle.
He's been
disqualified. Yeah, he's been disqualified. He hasn't shown up on the results, which means Nuno Alves goes up to second place, and in third now is Garnica. So Denise crosses the line. Great celebration, but the guide, I'm afraid, Mohamed Ugur Shakir, crossed the line ahead of Hassan Hussein Kassar, and they've been disqualified. It was a silver medal, but only for a moment. And the time still hasn't come up on the clock, which means it's not going to, which means a DQ will come up against them instead. So Semi Denise wins it. In second place now is Nuno Alves for Portugal. Third is Manuel Garnica of Spain. Fourth is Carlos Ferreira, and that's ratified now. Hassan Hussein Kassar, the second athlete crossed the line, has been disqualified because his guide crossed the line first. I think that's the third time we've seen that this week. Denise, Alves, Garnica is the new 1-2-3. Garnica lost the gold like that, but at least he has gained a bronze. Can you believe that?
A big shame there for Hassan there. Big shame, because he was a strong favourite for the silver there. But again, it's about the guide making sure that they finish their job, really, and it's a tough one, because now they're going to have to go back to the drawing boards, knowing that, you know, they would have been up on that podium there as a second, and it's for the guide to make sure that they're in full control there.
Yep, hard lines, but those are the rules. It's elite sport. You have to get everything absolutely right, and that's what happened in this men's long jump. T42-44 is the great German Marcus Rehm, the German national champion. Able-bodied. took the honours here, and a distance that he won in the German Championships, as we were saying earlier, would have actually finished top of the pile in Zurich last week. Ronald Hertog taking the bronze medal for the Netherlands. This was actually decided with pretty much the first jump of the competition. Rein was first to go, and he went way out ahead of everyone else, and that was the end of that. Hertog taking the bronze. 6.78 he went out to. It was decided on points. Daniel Jorgensen is a T42 as opposed to the other T44s. Went out to personal best 6.22, but on points picks up the silver medal. What a great success again for Marcus Reim, who was the European champion, going out to 7.63. And in Lyon last year, 7.95. Fantastic consistency from a great champion. And here's the German anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Germany.
Well, didn't he do well, Marcus Reim? He's having a fantastic year. And as a repeat, German national champion, both on the IPC and the IAAF, the DLV circuit. So we're going back into the field. This is the men's discus that's coming up now. And it's the F46. And it's Dmitro Ibragimov who took the lead with his first round throw, 47.68. It was a personal best. It's a brilliant long one. Well, he's had a foul in between, and that is definitely an improvement on his lead and on his lifetime best. Sent it all the way out beyond 45. Probably a new lifetime best for him. It is as well, 49.46, and Ibragimov is in the lead.
See, that's something special as well, Will, because, you know, after throwing 47.68 in the first round, and then having obviously a no throw in the second round, and then to come out in the third round and to step up your game, you know, that takes some doing as well, because it will knock your confidence, having not obviously made a successful throw.
It's a lovely day here, and the next action on the track comes up in the next 5 minutes or so. It's the men's 5,000 meters T54 final. It's the chairs. It's the return of Marcel Hug, who again is having a good golden week. Men's javelin F12 is the latest medal ceremony for us to enjoy. And that was earlier today. And it'll be the anthem without words that we'll be hearing in a few moments' time. Now, this was very competitive because the top three throwers all went beyond 50 meters, and 5 of the top 6 hit lifetime best. So Hector Cabrera to receive gold, but before that, for Poland, the bronze, Marek Witecki. Another medal to join the many that he's won in recent major championships. Milos Gerlicke, the silver medal. Performed very well today. Was denied in the end by a 2-meter margin. It was a season's best for Gerlicke, 54.19, but a lifetime best for Hector Cabrera of Spain. It went out to 56 meters 20, and he is the European champion. Very effectively done by the Spaniard. And Spain have now won 6 gold medals this week, so the 6th time that we've heard this. Sing along. And it's mainly been in the throws that Spain have been winning their golds this week. 7th on the medals table in terms of golds. But in terms of medals won, they are in 6th place. Now back to the discus, F46. And this is Prokhorov, who's had 4 fouls so far. 4 no throws. He's in big trouble of not medaling at all. Let's see if he can pull this off. It's gone beyond 45 meters. He's on the mark. He'll be in the top 2 at least, and it means Bamperis has been bumped. Ibragimov was in real trouble in this competition. He's already won a gold in the shot put this week for Ukraine. But 48.56 finally on the board, and he's up to 2nd place.
He had to throw that one out. He
needed that, didn't he? Was in massive trouble. It's remarkable. He had 4 no throws in a row and then chucks out his season's best, and he's only 90 centimeters behind the lead of Ibragimov, so the Russian is back in it. Now, the men's 5,000 meters T54, which features Marcel Hug, the great, 5 world titles last year in Lyon, 2 golds this week and a bronze in Swansea at these Europeans. Alassane Balde of Germany, an excellent 1,500 meters silver this week. Marcel Hug of Switzerland, the silver bullet. Won this in Lyon among his 5 golds last year. Julien Cassoli of France, bronze in the 1,500 meters. Bronze in the 5,000 at London 2012. Tomasz Amalak of Poland. Well, he's gone under 10 minutes in his career, so he's a live prospect in this, as is the other Swiss, Tobias Locher. Ebbe Blichfeldt of Denmark. 10:13, his PB from this year. And another man who's under 10 minutes in his career, Roger Puigbo of Spain. 800 meters silver so far this week in Swansea. Hug holds the world record, which is 9:53.05 in Arbon in Switzerland in 2010. 3 of them have gone under 10 minutes. The men's 5,000 meters final is underway at T44. The man with the silver bullet is always the man to watch, Marcel Hug, but so will be the other Swiss, Tobias Locher. Is Puigbo of Spain, Blichfeldt of Denmark, Locher of Switzerland, Hamelak of Poland, Casserly of France, Balde of Germany, Hug of Switzerland. And just a little shuffle into the lead straight away. Puigbo trying to make a little advantage for himself. A little good piece of movement from the Spaniard. In second place is Blichfeldt of Denmark, and Casserly of France also up into 5th place. 12 laps to go. Bit of a shame that David Weir didn't make it here this week.
I know, big shame. Big blow to the British team and a big blow to the competition, really. But obviously, due to injury, he can't be here. But I know that he'll be back. It's interesting to see Marcel Hug there, just sitting in nicely at the back, just rolling through. I know he's a big competitor for David Weir.
Well, the real race yet to start, and Hug very happy to shuffle along at the back of affairs in the early laps before the real movements really begin. Blichfeldt of Denmark has his position up at the front now. Behind him, Julien Casserly, bronze in the 1500, then Balde of Germany, silver in the 15. Locher of Switzerland, then goes Hug. Bit like the peloton, though, in the Tour de France. They always have their little turn at the front before nipping off the front. Hug is now up into 5th place because 2 have fallen in behind him. And Blichfeldt is having his time for Denmark up front before he'll decide he's had enough, and then he'll move towards the back again. But we've got 10.5 laps to go. Pretty sedate pace so far. And now the movement being made at the front by Casserly.
It's interesting when you watch the 5,000. It's almost like a team event. You know, one athlete goes to the front, the weight, and then the other athlete rolls in from behind and jumps in. So it's quite nice, I feel, at the beginning, because everyone then gets a feel of how everyone's pushing. And then I think the real action starts at round about lap 5.
Yep, and then it's every man for himself. Casserly and Balde are the 2 in front at the moment, but looked at Marcel Hug, made a little move on the outside, and he's tucked himself into 3rd place at the moment. Behind Casserly and Balde, it's 5, 6 and 7 who are leading at the moment and are looking quite comfortable. Tobias Hamelak is there in 4th place as well. And then the move comes on the outside from Casserly, just to allow a little bit of time at the front for Balde. And then after Balde shuffles across, it's Hug who'll be at the front. And I wonder if he'll shuffle across to the side, or if he'll decide then, well, it's early enough, but I'm at the front, I may as well stay here. Balde, very encouraging to see how well he did earlier in the week. With that silver in the 1,500 meters, it's Balde leading them out at the moment, then it's Hug, and then it's Hamelak of Poland, Casserly behind him, then Puigbo, then it's Blichfeldt, and then it's Locher of Switzerland. So a Swiss at the back, and now a Swiss at the front as Balde makes way. And as always, it's inevitable in a race of this size. Marcel Hug is at the front, and does he decide now that that's where he wants to stay, or will he let this roll on for another few laps?
And Will, what's interesting to see as well is the different stroke ranges, the stroke patterns. Hug is always quite strong and powerful. The others at the back, if you look, they're hitting the rim a lot quicker, but more times. So in actual fact, they're using a lot more energy And this is where experience comes in.
Yeah, 8 laps to go. Huga's at the front, and you'll have noticed a bit of an acceleration as well. So even though it's still a relatively sedate pace, he's still going a little bit swifter than the rest were. And there may be 1 or 2 burnt off by this. But it's the Pole who's just behind him, Thomas Hammerlack, who is a 9:53 man. His personal best just outside the world record. And now Hug, having put a bit of acceleration in there, will now move aside and let Cassidy take it up at the front. 4:52 for 2,000 metres, 7.5 laps to go. And Cassidy with a chance to roll them on. Well, he will leave Swansea with silverware this week, a bronze in the 1,500 metres. Was once a gold medalist at world level. Road race in 2010 in the 10,000 metres. Cassidy at the front, and now here goes on the outside Marcel Hug with 7 to go, and he's decided that's enough of the phony war. Here we go. He's shot out in front. Hammerlack trying to go with him, and he's completely, in the space of 100 metres, totally and utterly splintered them. Huga's in the lead. Second place it's Hammerlack. Third is Cassidy, and fourth is Balde, and surely it's between these 4 now. He was on the outside, and he just shot away.
He actually did it 2 laps before I said he would, because I said he would do it on a 5th lap. But again, even though he's shot out ahead, he's now settling into that pace. He's burnt off whoever he needed to. And then you got 4 athletes behind him that are all now steady in that one pack.
Yeah, we're down to 5 pretty much now. Bridgebow of Spain has made his way up to join the leading group of 5. That's Marcel Hug, Alhassan Balde, Julien Cassidy and Thomas Hammerlack. He won the bronze in the Athens 2004 Paralympic Games marathon. His biggest success of his career, and he's 39 now. It was an honour for him, but a European medal would be very welcome. And what's going on? Huga slowed down, and now as soon as everybody catches up, he shoots away again. Different tactics from Huga in this one. He burnt a few off last time, and then he brought them back. And a full sense of security, and away Hug goes again. And in a few moments' time, it'll be 5 laps to go. And this time, will he decide to stay away? It's quite a gap there, and I can only imagine that this is it. He's shot away, and he's going to stay away. Second at the moment is Cassidy with 5 to go, then Balde, and then Hammerlack. And there's a group of 6 now that are about 60, 70 metres behind Hug. And this surely is his bolt towards glory now. He's not going to allow them catch up. And it's a 2,000-metre time trial for Marcel Hug. And surely on his way to glory and gold again. Well, they can't live with him, but that was quite a tactic in order to get the gold.
Well, again, it's the 5th lap. So, in essence, I was right. Definitely. I mean, the 7th lap there, it was about just seeing who would go with him and who would burn off. And he then decided to push on again.
He's got 4 laps to go here, and there's nobody in the closing straight right now. And by the time the rest come round the final bend with 4 laps to go, Hug is out of sight, and that's exactly what he wants. Leading the chase. Around 100 metres behind now, probably 150, is the Pole Hammerlack. But Hug is in such wonderful, splendid isolation now. All he has to do is roll through conservatively. I mean, look at the gap. There's nobody on that back straight apart from him, and they're only arriving the opposition on the back straight now. He's almost exactly half a lap ahead, and Hug made his move at exactly the right time. He knew he was the absolute complete class of the field, and he's showing it here, and he's about to have 3 laps to go. Goes through now, 1,200 metres remaining. Went through at 8:57, and the rest are only coming through the final bend now. He is precisely half a lap in front, and he is so clearly and cleanly and comfortably in front, and the rest are only heading towards the finishing line now, and they've got 3 laps to go. Balde leading it out, Casserly in second place, Puisbo on the inside, Hammerlack on the outside, and then comes the other Swede, Lurcher. He's made a massive move. Blichfeldt is hanging on at the rear for Denmark. He surely won't try and lap them anyway. That would be probably too cruel. He's on his way to gold. He's got 2 laps to go now, and this is quite some way, Mikhail, of coming along to win a gold medal.
Exactly, and I mean, if you look at it again, when I was talking about the technique, look how smooth but powerful he is. He knows exactly what position he needs to be in. And if you watch the strokes, very precise. He's conserving as much energy as he can. You see him work around the bend a little.
Well, the chasing group have got 2 laps to go, and very shortly they're going to end up being chased, because now coming into the final straight for the penultimate time is Marcel Hug, and the rest have only just left it. This is a fantastic exhibition, and the bell is on the way, and Hug is on his way to glory.
Again, I'm a technical man. Look at his position in the chair. Look at his arm strokes. And what you'll see down the back straight now, as he goes to straighten up, a big burst again. So there we go, and look at the stroke range.
Well, if Marcel Hug is feeling a little bit spiky, he could very easily, if he wanted, lap the field here. They're just turning in towards the closing straight. A little acceleration because they're priming themselves for the main race of the event. We'll stay with Hug for the time being. At the bell, the rest, and it's Hammerlack leading them out, and they're all bunched together. Marcel Hug is going to come through with one of the easiest wins of his life, and he's freewheeling with 50 to go. There you go, that's the way to win. Marcel Hug takes it. It's his 3rd gold medal of the week, and that was really effective. 11:36, the winning time. Now, let's give you the main battle of this race, and it's for 2nd place, and it's Hammerlack for Poland leading them out. Casserly trying to make a move behind, but is being left for dead, and it's Balde on the outside who's firing up in front now for Germany. Does Hammerlack have anything in reserve? Doesn't tend to medal very regularly. It is going to be a great break by Balde. It's going to be another medal for him, and this is going to be really tight, and the Pole's going to take 3rd, and he did so well to get it ahead of Roger Puigpo. Balde in 2nd place, and in 3rd was Hammerlack. 4th was Puigpo, and Thomas Hammerlack finally has another medal to go with that 2004 marathon bronze. Had to win the sprint to deny Roger Puigpo, and he did, and Alhassan Balde took the silver medal, and Hug, well, he had that gold wrapped up a long, long time ago. That was quite a race.
Definitely, and I mean, the race between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th there was very, very intense.
Well, just look at this. This is where he made his ultimate break, and everybody was tootling along, and then Hug then decides to go for it again. He shot up in advance earlier and let everyone catch him up, and then as soon as that happened, and not expecting him to make a pounce with 5 or 6 laps to go, Hug did, and then one wheel, and then just he rolls along over the line. About 30-40 meters out was when he took the final stroke, and then that was it. He knew he had enough momentum to get him over the line, but even if he didn't, the rest were way too far back. He could have afforded to stop and start again.
Interestingly, again, on that, when he approached the 200-meter mark, he absolutely turned up the stroke rate, got to 150, and was able to settle while the others were still pushing. And then when he came into the home straight, pushed to 50, and then was rolling. And by that time, it was game over. And with 5 laps to go, it was definitely his race.
And more celebration for Marcel Hug, and rightly so. He will get his 3rd gold medal of the week later today. now the women's 1500 meters T20. Now this is quite a unique situation that we're going to see in this medal ceremony. As we saw in the race, it was remarkable stuff, as we had twins hurtling towards the line in the top two positions. But it was Portuguese bronze in this women's 1500 meters T20 for Katia Almeida. Season's best time as well of 5:03. Well, quite a sight coming up on the podium. Here comes Bernadette Biaxi for her first major IPC championship medal, 5 minutes, .71. And with 50 meters to go, it was her and her twin sister stride by stride. And then Ilona decided to make her final move. Bernadette delighted with a silver, and Ilona delighted with her first championship gold, which she will receive now. 4:59.33. It's only in the last few strides that Ilona Biaxi finally pulled away from her twin sister. They burnt off the rest. Almeida in third and Shirley Kirkhope and the Netherlands in fourth place. Had been a series of bronze medals in the past for Ilona Biaxi, but now it's gold for Hungary. First time this week that we have heard a national anthem being played for Hungary. Well done, the twins. Now we're going back to the women's shot put, and here is the realistic favourite, Birgit Kober of Germany. Much medalled in the past, only colour is gold. She is the reigning Paralympic and World Shot Put champion, as well as the javelin champion, and she's defending her European shot put crown that she won in Stadskanal 2 years ago. 9 major championship medals in her career, and every single one is gold. So needless to say, she's leading in that shot put, which we'll return to, because in the other shot put we're crossing over, which is the men's F37, and this is Mindaugas Bilius of Lithuania, who's leading very strongly in this. Bilius won silver in the discus here. He is the reigning European champion. 15:15 is best so far. He looks on the way to gold. He leads Błaszkiewicz of Poland by over 1.5 meters, with Mikola Szabniak in third place on 13:30. Now this will be the men's shot put, F53, 54, 55 from first thing this morning. Anthem we've heard a few times so far this week. We will again here, and that's the Bulgarian one. Now Drasenko Mitkovic has been out in the field, and so too has Karol Kozun. Mitrovic certainly, we've already seen actually out in the podium in the session this afternoon today, and he's about to receive another medal. It was bronze a few moments ago, it'll be silver shortly. Karol Kozun of Poland gets the bronze medal. Various events in which Poland are very strong. Shot put always tends to be one of them. They had third and fourth. Lech Stoltman denied in fourth place by 2 centimeters by his compatriots. So Kozun third. Drasenko Mitrovic is there again, another medal for Serbia. And hopefully to come home to a hero's welcome with all the rewards that he has gained this week. A bronze in the javelin, now a silver in the shot put. But it's gold for Bulgaria, for Ruzdi. Personal best of 11:48. It was the longest throw of the competition. It went down to points. So one way or the other, he was always going to win it. An impressive display in this multi-category event. That means gold and a dragon. And for the fourth time, the Bulgarian anthem, Ruzdi. So good they named him twice. So a great Bulgarian victory in the field, and the field is where we're returning to now, and the shot put. So it's the women's shot put. First attempt for Lucinia Kornobojs of Poland, an event which is being led by Birgit Kober right now. Now that's a very, very good effort by her as she looks to get into the medals. There's only Frances Herrmann to throw after her. Kornobojs had silver in the javelin earlier this week behind Kober, predictably enough. And that's the same situation here, 7:34, and she goes into second place behind Birgit Kober. Heikkinen of Finland is in third. So it's a good lead of 1:34 for Kober over Kornobojs, and Heikkinen is in third place. Another medal ceremony now. It's the women's shot put, F32-33. And that was from this morning. It was won in a personal best time also. Good and competitive, a major Greek flavour to this competition, but they didn't take the gold as that went to Russia again. Antti Liaku takes the bronze medal for Greece. 4:38 was the distance. Greece also picking up the silver medal through Maria Stamatula, 5:62. So 2/3 of the medals going to Greece.
Gold medal in the 2014 IPC European champion in a distance of 6.37.
But the main one going to Russia. Again, Svetlana Krivanov. Personal best 6:37. Their very effective week, as usual, continues. And that means another airing of this. Yep, very successful championships as always for Russia, and it's another gold for them. Now the men's discus has come to an end, and it's victory for the Ukraine for Dmytro Ibragimov, a personal best of 49.46 ahead of Nikita Prokhorov. Matthias Schulze takes the bronze for Germany.
Next on the track, the women's T44 Victory Ceremony.
So it's been a very successful week for Manuela Schär, and a chance to add the 1500 meters title to the 400, 800 and 5000 meters. Three Swiss in this alongside Schär.
And we've got two British interests as well, Shelley Woods and Jay Jones.
So Manuela Schär, 3 gold medals so far, and the world marathon champion in this. Jay Jones, silver so far in the 800 and bronze in the 5000 meters for Britain, and lots of support for Jay Jones here. Patricia Keller of Switzerland, who has medalled also in the past, but not this week. Shelley Woods of Britain. Again, tremendously successful career, looking for a European medal this week. A gap because Alexandra Helpling of Switzerland doesn't start after her 800 meters bronze, but Gunilla Wallengren does, and she won silver in the 5000 and bronze in the 400. So no Helpling, so no Swiss clean sweep. They have a chance of winning 2 medals, and Britain have a chance of winning 2 medals as well. Wallengren, Woods, Keller, Jones and Schär in the women's 1500 meters T54. World champion in this, Tatjana McFadden, European record holder Manuela Schär. So Wallengren for Sweden, Keller and Schär for Switzerland, and for Britain it's Shelley Woods and Jade Jones.
As you can see, Shelley's trying to hit the front there, which is a very good position for her. She really needs to go out there and bring the race, and take that race, should I say, from the other ladies. You got young Jade Jones there, sitting in nicely, third position.
Been a really good summer for Jade as well. I mean, the Commonwealth Games, great for British parasporters. Of course, London 2012 was.
Yeah, it's more exposure and a chance to compete on a large scale again.
So it's Shelley Woods leading them out with 3 to go. Gunilla Wallengren just behind her, then Jade Jones, and then the 2 Swiss. It's Keller and Schär, with Helbling not making it to the start line. But Schär, you expect in Marcel Hug fashion, will make a move sooner rather than later. And maybe sooner. Good break over on the far side. Cue Manuela Schär, she's going for it immediately. 2.5 laps to go, she's shot out ahead of the rest. Wallengren fighting the 2 British athletes, Woods and Jones, who are 2nd and 3rd at the moment. Manuela Schär opening up a gap of around 20 metres, but a chance for Jones and Woods to try and fight back in this, Mikael.
Definitely. I mean, for me, they don't need to panic at this stage. They've come in with a race plan. They need to stick to their race plan to some sort of degree. They just don't want her to go out too far.
Yeah, she's well out in front at the moment, Schär. It's about 30-40 metres, and the 2 British chasers are there, as you might expect, Shelley Woods and Jade Jones, and they're covering Patricia Keller and Gunilla Wallengren at the moment. That's 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. But in terms of the lead, well, you can see visually what the gap is. It's around 60 metres or so. Manuela Schär, 3 gold so far. There's been a good British move right at the front of the chasing pack. Jones and Woods both up there, but Manuela Schär well out in front. It's the 2nd last time she's going to take this bend. She's well out in front. 1 gold medal last year in the World Championships in the marathon. Tatjana McFadden dominated the T44. She won 5 golds. The bell is on the way for Manuela Schär, on her way to gold for Germany. But the biggest battle again, Mikael, is happening behind it.
Well, definitely. Now, Shelley and Jade are in a very good position here. What they need to do is not settle too much. They're going to be obviously approaching the bell, so they need to make sure that they've got their race plan ahead. Now, Shelley's just leading there. Jade just outside her. So what I would suggest now is Shelley needs to keep that pressure on. But as you can see, the stroke patterns of Jade Jones there sharpening up. And Shelley is actually responding, which is good. So it's the 2 Brits fighting for 2nd and 3rd. What they need to do is keep the pressure on there. That's a good response from Jade there, because she's under pressure from the outside.
Well, that's the big battle that will be decided in a few moments. It's the race within this race, because the gold medal's going to be won by Manuela Schär, and Schär is well out in front. You can see the rest are coming into sight now. Manuela Schär is pretty much out of sight for the rest. She's going to take the gold medal for Switzerland. It's her 4th European title of the week. Now, who's going to take the silver medal behind this great Swiss athlete? It's Wallengren who's made a big move, and the 2 British athletes might have gone a bit too early. It's Wallengren who's going to take 2nd place, and it's going to be 3rd for Keller for Switzerland, and it's Jones 4th, it's Woods 5th. Victory for Manuela Schär, Wallengren 2nd, Keller in 3rd place. It's Switzerland who take the gold from this one, and another great win for Manuela Schär. Well, she's having one of the weeks of her life. She's taken 4 gold medals here, 4 European titles, ahead of Wallengren and Keller in 2nd and 3rd. And it was only at this stage that the rest were coming into sight, maybe 70, 80 metres behind. Schär had made a big move with 2.5 laps to go, well out ahead of the rest. An excellent victory for Manuela Schär, with Wallengren 2nd and Keller 3rd. And Jones and Woods were doing a nice little bit of battling as well, but just found themselves left behind in 4th and 5th, and a big smile for Manuela Schär, who, like Marcel Hug, had a nice margin of victory there. Well, they had a very successful staging of the European Athletics Championships in Zurich last week, and they're mopping up a great deal of medals here in Swansea this week. It's been a great month for Swiss athletics.
Well, Manuela Schär obviously came into this race at least 6 seconds faster than the other ladies. But what was impressive about the two Brits, you know, it looked like they had a good race plan there. Shelley pushed out with 300 to go, and then Jade obviously was following, which is what we really wanted to see. Obviously, the class of the field was Manuela Schär, but they didn't panic, I didn't feel. At 150 to go, again, they were still pushing. And then when you come into the home straight with wheelchair racing, it is about who has got the better finish, and you just got to keep pushing.
It was Schär, 3:55 dead. Wallengren second, Keller third. Now we've got more medal ceremonies coming, and this is the men's discus F57 from earlier today. And, well, guess what? It's a Russian win, as has been the case with so many events so far in this championship. Nathan Stevens was in this for Britain. He finished in 4th place in the end. He was in the medals for a little bit, but the rest just eased him out. He was the first to throw, all 6 throws together at once, and he saw the rest overtake, and it was Ashibadov who took the gold medal for Russia, but a decent display by Stevens nonetheless.
Yeah, I think sometimes when we go out and you have to throw and you're up first, it can go one or two ways. I mean, for me, if I was a thrower, I'd prefer obviously either to go in the middle or at the end, because then you know you've got a distance to chase. And sometimes when you're out there trying to throw yourself, you know what you've been doing in training, and you believe what you're doing in training, but on the day it's being able to replicate that and produce it. And as you said, he was the first to throw, and then the others could see what he threw, and then they could make their move. And it is a shame for Nathan, really. He's been going through a lot of problems in the past couple of years, but it's good to see that he came out and he did try to do his best there.
Well, he finished 4th, Nathan Stevens. It was bronze for Jaroslav Petrus of the Czech Republic, silver for Janusz Rakicki of Poland, and gold here for Alexei Ashibadov of Russia, who won by a margin of exactly a metre from Rakicki. They'll be handing out song sheets of this next, so we can all sing along. So Russia take the honours again in this men's discus, the F57. Uh, 39 gold medals now. Now the women's shot put, the F34. Birgit Kober of Germany was leading this, so let's see if Frances Herrmann can get into the medals. Now 6:55 for Heikkinen. Herrmann needing to beat that. She's got beyond 6 meters. She's won bronze in the javelin here. silver in the shot put 2 years ago. And she's got into the medals here. She's overtaken Heikkinen right at the end, and Hermann takes the bronze for Germany as Birgit Kober claims her 10th major championship gold medal, and she's never won a silver or bronze. Kober wins 8 meters 60, Knobis in second, and Hermann takes the bronze. Yeah, excellent victory for Birgit Kober. Season's best 860 it was, and that was her 4th throw. And actually, every single one of her throws would have won it, even the shortest one. She's that good. So this is how the men's shot put F37 finished. It is a Lithuanian gold for Mindaugas Bilius, 15 meters 15, ahead of Błaszkiewicz of Poland and Shabniak of Ukraine in third. Right, latest medal ceremony. Women's 1500 meters T12s. We had this final earlier in this afternoon session.
Please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's T12 1500 meters.
First of the day. Russia won this as well, but considering what Elena Pautova has done in this field over the last 10 years, that really isn't much of a surprise. She was so dominant ahead of the rest. She was the only guideless athlete in the T12. She guided herself to the line. Paredes of Spain with the bronze medal. Maria del Carmen Paredes of Spain. Maria Fueza of Portugal will receive the silver medal. Well, that actually ended up being the main race of the day for silver, as we've seen with Hug and as we've seen with Shah, because Elena Pautova was so far ahead of the rest. But Maria Fueza receives a very worthy silver medal here. She finished 5th in the World Championship final last year in Lyon. Pina Keres, for one reason or another, was forced to pull out quite early. Keres' guide, by the way, was the same in the men's 1500 meters T11 final, that being Mohamed Ugur Shakir. But it's gold for Elena Pautova of Russia, when she won bronze in Beijing 2008 in the 800 and 1500. Something must have snapped. She hasn't lost a major championship race since. She's the double European now, and Paralympic champion at 1500 meters. And she's Russian.
2014 IPC European medalist.
Been a really good week so far. Good crowds. Best crowd, I would say, of the week here for this closing session of Swansea 2014. It's been a nice venue, hasn't it, Mikael?
Definitely. Been brilliant. I mean, the weather as well. We had some rain in midweek, but it's now obviously subsided and the sun's out. The wind's still here, but, you know, Swansea.
Yeah, that sums it up, Swansea. It's been a great week here. We had a couple of very, very good days, and yesterday a lot of world records. Best weather of the week yesterday, and as a result, the results were quite spectacular at this European Championship level.
And you have to take it out to the officials and the organisers as well. I think they've done a wonderful job.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the men's T11 400 meters.
So now the men's 400 metres T11 medal ceremony. And this was a brilliant conclusion to the week for France. Quite a lot happened in this final this morning. There's only 2 medals, and a very good reason for that, because one guide crossed the line first and the other was disqualified for leaving his lane. So Desgrega of Spain was disqualified. He crossed the line first, but his guide got there first. And Kassar of Turkey disqualified for going out of his lane. So silvers for Semih Deniz of Turkey, and gold here for Timothy Adolphe, and it is his second of the week. And he saw a situation where his guide false started, and it's IAAF rules. They were disqualified, but Adolphe on the left picks up his second gold medal of the week, and well, who knows what would have happened in the one, but he's won 2 gold medals. That'll be enough.
I'm sure he'll be happy with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of France.
So, La Marseillaise for the men's 400. So an excellent victory again for France as they take the honours through Timothy Adolphe for the second time this week. He wins a major European Championship gold. So now the women's 400 metres T11 final, as Ozna Yilmazer aims for the sprint treble. She's won the 100 and the 200 so far. Well, she's had a very successful week as Ozna, her guide is Ada Eris. 100 and 200 glory so far this week. Now there was a bronze in the long jump for Eliza Montonen of Finland. Her guide is Sonja Turnbull-Smith of Finland. Now, Pina Kenes didn't finish the 1500 meters about an hour ago. I have to tell you, her guide, Mohamed Ugur Shakir, was the guide of Hassan Hussein Kassar, who crossed the line first when they finished second in the men's 1500 meters final a little earlier. Guilhermina is the world record holder. Brazil dominate this in a global point of view.
See, on the point of the guides on this one, Will, obviously they're coming out of blocks with the athlete. So what's going to happen now is the guides have to make sure that they do not false start. Timing is definitely crucial. This is where the training, those hours of sorting out positions in the blocks, and the synchronization is important.
So it's T11, complete visual impairment. Women's 400 meters, Keles in 3, Montonen 5, Osna Yilmazer in lane 7. Two Turkish athletes in different colors. 400 final. It's on. So Yilmazer in 7. Watch her go. Very good over 100 and 200. Can she complete the European sprint treble? Also going well, Eliza Montonen in lane 5 with Sonja Turnbull-Smith. They did very well to reach the final. In truth, they went through as fast as losers. And Pina Kenes with Mohamed Ugur Shakir at the moment look to be in 3rd place. And as there are only 3 finalists in this, it's gold and silver that is being raced for here today. The lead for Osna Yilmazer in lane 7 with Arda Eris alongside as her guide. And they've come through for 100 and 200 so far. She's only 17 years old. A very good, effective coming athlete, 107.60. Her lifetime best set this year. And as they straighten up, Osna Yilmazer is well in the lead, striding away to glory. Her and Arda Eris have already won 1 and 2. A few words of encouragement, and now he'll let her go, and she'll go on her own to take the gold medal, and there you have it. It's a sprint treble for Osna Yilmazer of Turkey, and that was fabulously done. And it might yet be Finland to take the silver. It's Montonen who's coming through, and Montonen was released the same time as Pina Kenes. Well, that'll be a photo finish. Lots of bodies around there, so we'll have to see how that panned out in the end. It was a lifetime best, by the way, for Yilmazer by a full 3 seconds. She did very well to take that.
And as you saw them coming around and at 1:20 to go, Yilmazer's guide there was communicating with her, just encouraging her to come on. And you can see it here. Must be telling her that she's near enough by the line, counting down every step. And then he just lets her go and she crosses the line.
Well, he got it absolutely right, because he stopped with 5 meters or thereabouts to go, let her go and said, right, all yours, girl, you take it. And she crossed the line, she finished it, and she took the gold. 1:04.59, a personal best. And then the race for silver, and both guys got it right, and it's Finland who take the silver, thanks to Eliza Montonen. So it's another fine, well-earned medal for Finland. And it's good work from the guide, Sonja Turnbull-Smith. So gold for Turkey for the 3rd time this week for Osna Yilmazer, as she adds the 400 title to the 1 and the 2. Montonen takes the silver for Finland, and Pina Kenes takes 3rd place, but no bronze. Now a very familiar face in the men's discus final.
We've got Ali David there, just getting ready for his 1st round throw. I spoke to Ali earlier today, and he was full of joy. He was definitely up for this discus final.
Yeah, a lot of support for the Welshman here after claiming shot put gold this week at these European Championships. He is the reigning world discus and shot put champion. Paralympic Games discus and World Championships discus in 2011. And won bronze in the shot put in those 2 events also.
And looks like a big throw there as well for him. He's opening.
Yeah, it's a practice attempt for him there, so that's a very good sign.
He looks relaxed. I know obviously he competed at this event at the Commonwealths along with Dan Greaves, but obviously because of the class situation it was done on points, and he was saying he would have liked to have thrown a lot further, and this is his opportunity to come out there and deliver, so to speak.
Well, we'll return to the men's discus and Aled Davis in a few moments, but we've a few more medal ceremonies to bring you. It's the men's 1500 meters T11. And this was one of those remarkable events that we had. Right, let's go back to see Aled Davis in the men's discus F42. Just coming into the cage here, his first throw of the competition. He's the world record holder, European record holder to 48.69. Not necessary today in order to win gold, unless, of course, the rest put him under big pressure. So here he goes. Aled Davis goes for it. It's a good throw. It's beyond 45 meters. The crowd like it. Massive Welsh support for him. Right around the edge of the infield on the back straight. So Davis, I think, happy with what he's produced there.
Looks around about the same distance that he threw for his practice throw there.
I think you're right, funnily enough. It was a really good launch out by Davis. Practice throwing went very well, and the real thing going very well also. And it's 45.57, and Aled Davis of Britain and Wales sets the standard well. So now medal ceremony to come, and this is the men's 1500 meters T11, in which we'd quite a bit of drama as well, and one of those things we just keep saying about the guides, you have to get the athlete over the line first. So Hassan Hussein Kassar was crossing over in second place behind Semi Deniz. It was a Turkey 1-2. There was no real problem, and this guy crossed the line before him, so that was disqualification. So it was Turkey, Portugal, Spain, the 1-2-3. And of course, we've seen that situation with Spain this week. Emmanuel Garnica, who was the first athlete home in the men's 5,000 meters final, but his guide crossed the line ahead of him. They were disqualified, and the gold went elsewhere. But they have the bronze here, and Garnica takes the bronze along with Roberto Alvarez. So he was this time elevated to the medals, and he'll be delighted with his bronze. Nuno Alves elevated from third to the silver medal position. Ricardo Abreu, his guide, alongside him, having won gold in the 5,000 meters, silver this time around, which is where he finished in the 1,500 meters final, the last European Championships 2 years ago.
It's so important for the guides to make sure that they remember not to cross the line before the athlete. And this is where the training, you know, it's important, it's vital.
But it was gold instead of gold and silver for Turkey, as Semi Deniz takes the honours along with Furkan Bogahan. He was the leading European home last year in the 1,500 meters at the World Championships in Lyon, and he picks up the gold medal here, and it was very, very well earned. And the national anthem for Turkey.
Just thinking about it, Will, in regards to the guides, I just think maybe, because I know myself and Libby train regular, I'd like to find out how well the other guides and how frequent they train with their athletes. Because, you know, when you come to a major championship like this is the last thing that you want to be doing, is getting an athlete disqualified. Because you're losing out on medals there.
Very good point. As we see the world champion in the discus from Christchurch 2011, Gino de Keersmaker, with his opening attempt in the competition. Aled Davis going out to 45.57, going out quite well. Mohamed Al Jabouri with a foul, and de Keersmaker 33.08 puts him up into the medals, holding his back as well. So Marinos Fliaktos of Greece, silver in the World Championships last year in the discus, and in the last Europeans 2 years ago in the Netherlands, and bronze in the World Championships in 2011. He's sent this out a good distance beyond 35 as he tries to get into the medals himself and dislodge de Keersmaker. Well, he goes into second place, 36.24. So, Decho Ovcharov, bronze in the javelin here, and he was world champion in that in 2011. He is the reigning European discus champion. The Netherlands 2 years ago, that's around 40 meters. And a chance for him to move up the field with his very first throw. Al Jabouri has dropped to last place at the moment of the six, but that's because of a foul. Ovcharov up in his second place, 38.22. Aled Davis is in the lead, still for Britain. Well, lots of medal ceremonies, as there have been lots of events on the closing day. And this will be for the men's 5,000 meters T44, which means one of the greats, man who's enjoyed immense success yet again this week, Marcel Hug. It's Thomas Hammerlack, after winning Athens 2004 bronze for Poland, picks up bronze in the 5,000 here. It's been a really good week for him as a result. Means he can bring a dragon home to Poland as well. Just got in ahead of Roger Pijbo in the end of Spain. Second medal of the week, second silver of the week for Alhassan Balde. Makes it a great championships for him. First time he's won so much, and so significantly too. Balde with another silver medal for Germany. But it is another superb gold medal this week at these European Championships for the one and only Marcel Hug. And he really toyed with the field in this, and his winning margin was over half a minute in the end. He was utterly blistering. His third gold of the week. This at 5,000, having won 1,500 and 800. Switzerland now have 8 golds. So Switzerland take the honours again, and Hug takes the honours again. Don't know where he puts all his goals. Must be able to fill a room by this stage. And all the mascots he gets after winning. Right, let's take a look at, after one of the greats of the track, to one of the top men of the field right now, Alan Davis, going in the discus. This is the second round. 45.57 in round 1. He's a lead of 7 meters. Otsvarov in second place. That drops around 35. So he'll step out. He's not happy with it. It goes down as a foul.
You can see there when he went to release the discus, just came out at the wrong angle. He will not be happy with that.
Right, this is Mohamed Al Jabouri, who's had a no-throw in the first round and needs something significant in the second. He was the bronze medalist in this in the Netherlands. Ooh, dear me, he's hit the rigging. It still managed to come out to around 38 meters. Actually, you know what? He could have actually got into the medals if he hadn't hit the rigging. Actually, probably would have gone further if I hadn't hit the rigging, but it's the red flag anyway. He's 2 of those. Improvement will be needed. For Belgium, Gino de Keersmaker, 33.08 in the opening round. And that's just shy of 35 meters. The man looking after de Keersmaker here, he's got a really sore back as well, you can tell. Obviously a bit of injury trouble going into this, the world champion from 2011. But the man looking after the Belgian team here is also looking after the Luxembourg team. That'll be sore tonight anyway for de Keersmaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Switzerland.
34.23, and he's in 4th place. So the medal ceremony is coming thick and fast, and this is for the T44 1,500 meters, which only feels like it was on 15 minutes ago. That's because it was. Manuela Schär taking the gold medal in this. Another brilliant week for her, and actually a very good race this turned out to be for Switzerland. It's been a very welcome week for them. They've had some really encouraging results. In terms of the medals table, well, they're lying in 7th place. Been very, very successful. 16 medals they've won overall, and 2 of them coming in this. Patricia Keller taking her first medal of the week, claiming very well-deserved bronze. Now, Sweden did very well here, and Gunilla Wallengren also her 3rd medal of the week, her 2nd silver, having finished runner-up in the 5,000 metres, bronze in the 400, and now silver in the 1,500. Great week for Manuela Schär. It's a 4th gold medal. One more than Hug this week. 400, 800, 1,500 and 5,000 for the marathon world champion and the 3-time silver medalist from Lyon last year. Manuela Schär. Glory for Switzerland in the women's 1,500 metres. Continuing an excellent championships personally and for her country, Manuela Schär with the gold medal in the women's 1,500 metres. Right, this is the last individual track final of the week. It's gone so fast. It's the men's 400 metres T44, which features the 4-time gold medal chasing Henry Manny of Finland, plus his brother, plus Royston Poyce of the Netherlands, plus Towers and Rowlings of Great Britain. And we start off with Ben Rowlings, the 18-year-old bronze in the 800 metres, who's had a really good championships.
Brilliant.
As is Isaac Towers of Blackpool, silver in the 800, and he's 16 years old in October, only 15 now. Henry Manny's won the 100, 200 and 800 and has had a sensational week. Goes for his 4th title here. Bojan Mitic of Switzerland, silver in the 100, bronze in the 200. Sebastian Mowbray, silver in the 200, bronze in the 100 for France. Now, can Thomas Manny complete a family double here? We've seen a couple so far this week. Can he make it a 3rd one? Brother of Henry, he's 18 next week. Bart Pijs won bronze 2 years ago in the last Europeans in the 100 and 200. As the gold went to Stefan Rusch, and he won bronze in the Worlds in 2011 in 100 and 400. It's a really talented field for this men's 400 T34. Henry Manny is the European record holder from the meeting in Notwil in May, where Wally Katila of Tunisia broke the world record. So Pijs in 2, Rusch in 1, Manny going in lane 6 for gold number 4. Away first time in this men's 400 metres T34. Towers in 7, Rowlings in 8. Getting a lot of British support as well, as Towers with the fluorescent orange wheelchair tries to get himself further up. But look at how well Manny is going. Look at how well Mitic is going alongside. Manny will certainly have a kick, having won the 800 metres. Still a great deal to go here, but Mitic has taken a good advantage overall, and he's let Henry Manny know he's there. But now Manny the Finn beginning to respond. Rowlings is fighting back very well here for Britain. They'll straighten up shortly. How about the Dutch? Roosh and Pijs in 1 and 2 may still have a story to tell here. And Henry Manny, who's won the 100, the 200 and the 800, is coming up for a 4-timer. He's going to take the glory. Gold for Manny. Silver for Switzerland, only just for Mitic, because Isaac Towers takes bronze for Britain. Henry Manny does it again. A superb result for him, a superb week for him. Mitic with the silver, and Isaac Towers takes the bronze.
Wonderful performance there by Isaac. I know he's going to be happy with that. Again, I spoke to him today as well, and he was all geared up for it. I think 400 is a tough event. If you look here, he really gets his head down, he's pumping those arms, and it's a real big tussle between him and Ben. And he's so close to second there as well.
Oh, he almost got it. I mean, Manny, he's had a brilliant time of it. He's bringing 4 gold medals back with him, and Mitic was up with him for a long time. Manny then powered away in the final 120 metres. Mitic with a silver, but that was a great tussle for 3rd place.
Definitely.
And well done, Isaac Towers. And, well, I'll tell you what, Towers could have taken 2nd, and Rowlings could have taken 3rd, because he was 4th for Britain, and there was only, what, 0.7 of a second between 2nd and 4th in the end. Henry Manny takes his 4th gold medal of the week. Mitic with the silver. Towers bronze for Britain. Rowlings 4th, and Thomas Manny in 5th. But no gold rush this time.
I think for Towers, obviously, is one of the youngest of the team. He'll be full of confidence with that bronze medal there. Full of confidence.
Well, he did brilliantly. We've got just the relays to go. Men's and women's. We've got a couple of medal ceremonies coming, and this will be the men's discus F46 from earlier today. Ukraine took this. Between Russia and Ukraine, they've taken 56 medals so far in gold. Overall, 128. Russia top of the pile, Ukraine second, have won 2 golds more than Britain. Germany in 4th place. Well, a lovely bronze for Germany and Matthias Schulze. Good performance by the German, and they've got a fabulous field events coach in Steffi Nereus. Silver going to Nikita Prokhorov, who at one stage might not have got into the medals at all. There was a big opening for the Greek Bemperos. Prokhorov, 4 no throws to start off with, but then his 5th throw got him into the medals, but couldn't dislodge this man, Dmytro Ibragimov of the Ukraine, as their immensely successful week continues. 17 gold medals, 43 overall, and they did fantastically last year in Lyon as well, at the World Championships at the Stade de Rhône. Well, here in Swansea, they've had a great time of it also.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Ukraine.
Well, we've heard a lot of the Ukraine anthem as well this week. So Ukraine take the honours, Ibragimov with the gold, Prokhorov the silver for Russia, Schulze the bronze for Germany. They get the results out very quickly here. They've just handed us the men's 400 metres race result that Manny has gone out and taken the gold medal in. That's impressive. OK, let's go and take a look at the men's shot put. F41 final. Kieran Duke's in this for Britain. News on him in a moment. This is Jan Schulke, who's currently lying in third place in this. F41 for those of short stature. Schulke's a lifetime best set this year of 7:45, and Duke has thrown beyond that. Not quite secure in second place at the moment. Schulke 6:58 and 6:85 so far, and this is Kieran Duke for Britain. Silver in the javelin here, silver last year in Lyon in the javelin, bronze in the shot put, and also 2 years ago in the javelin. And a lot of hopes that he's on his way to another medal here, Mikhail. Yeah,
I'm looking at him now. Training's been going really well for them, and them as a group, I say Ali David, himself, Holly, they're all from the same group. I know they were out in Portugal doing a lot of work. Again, he's full of confidence, you know, he's experienced. Obviously, 2011, World Champs, he won the World Juniors that same year. Obviously, 2012 was a big year for him, and again in Lyon. So he'll know how to cope with the pressure.
Well, Duke's first throw, 11.96. His second throw, 11.79. He's in second place. And right now, Tuszowski of Poland, who's in the lead, who won bronze in the javelin behind Duke, leads him by about 60 centimetres, and he had to throw out a PB as well. So let's see how he can do here. Duke with his third throw. Wonder if he's happy with that. Dushkin, by the way, has had 2 no throws so far, and Dushkin is a thrower of similar ability to Duke.
No, I don't think he'll be happy with that, you know.
Oh, it's a foul, so he won't be happy. Second he remains in, and Tuszowski still in the lead. So Britain still working hard to try and get another goal to round off these games in one shot put. And we're going to see the medals for another here. This is the F37, the men's shot put. And this was Lithuanian glory here. And in the Baltic nations, the field events really do dominate to a huge amount. And in nearby Poland as well. Well, it's a Baltic nation because it's on the Baltic Sea, but we normally refer to Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania as being the Baltic nations, and Finland just above. To a certain point, that when I was working on the European Team Championships earlier this year, which was on in Tallinn, which was the second flight, for about half an hour, despite the fact there were races on, TV director said, yeah, forget about that. Field events are much bigger. So we didn't see a single race for half an hour, and we saw nothing but field events. Zhamniak with the bronze for Ukraine, Bratkiewicz with the silver for Poland. Season's best as well. He had a margin of 13 centimetres over Zhamniak in the end, who took the bronze. And Mezhnik wasn't that far behind either in fourth place. Bit of a blanket between second and fifth in the end. And Dmitry Silovs, who's a regular medalist at this level, came sixth. Gold for Lithuania. And Mindaugas Bilius. 15 meters 15 as he takes the gold for Lithuania. Their second gold of the week. They've 5 medals. So great success for Lithuania, top of the pile. So now, opportunities of another medal rush for Britain and maybe a gold rush. Here's our good friend Tom Habscheid. He makes up the entire Luxembourg team of 1. And Montenegro were the only other one-man army here. And sadly, their guy pulled out this morning from his field event. And Habscheid, well, you know what? Luxembourg haven't won a medal yet so far this year. They've got a great chance of doing it. Anna Davis is in the lead, and Habscheid has moved up into second place. 40 meters 98, and he goes second behind Alan Davis. Well done, that man. 2 fouls so far for Mohamed Al Jabouri. His third attempt to try and get on the board. No problem with that one. He's beyond 35 meters. Well, 2 of Sweden's all-time greats, Kajsa Bergqvist, Carolina Klüft, work on athletics for Swedish television these days, giving something back. Al Jabouri trying to give something back to the field here. He's 5th, 36.09. Right, final individual track event we have seen, so we're on to the relay, and it's the men's 4x100 meters relay final, T11 to 13, featuring Spain, Turkey, France and Russia. Loganov, Labzin, Trikulic and Koptev. Their men, Mukunda and Adolphe, involved for France. Gold medalists this week. Turkey, Mustafa Küçük, Mehmet Tunç, Zulfikar Şura and Suat Una. And now for Spain, Descarrega, Muna Martinez, Parejo, and Diego Sancho Villanueva.
This is going to be interesting here. You've got, obviously, it's a mixed class here from T11 to T13. So some athletes you'll see here with guides, some without. T11 with guides, T12s with guides or the option not to have one, and T13 without guides.
Spain have 2 guides, Turkey 1, France 2 guides, Russia 1. Spain are the world record holders from 1994 in Berlin. Spain, Turkey, France, Russia are the 4 in this. It's all about getting the baton around.
And staying in sync, Will.
And crossing the line before your guide. There's so much to think about in this. Underway in the final men's event. Spain with Descarrega, Turkey with Kutcher, France Perel, Russia Loganov. Russia should be the favourites for this. They regularly medal. Loganov will give it to Labsin. All the changeovers seem to be okay. Just about might be a problem for Spain as they go into the second sector. It's Labsin for Russia. It's Makunda for France. Into sector 3. They all still seem to be there. Russia far ahead. It's Trikalish now handing to Kopdev. Right at the end, Kopdev has got a guide with Sergei Petrochenko, and France are making a real hands of their final change, but they'll stay in it. Russia are going to win it. Russia take yet another gold. France in second place, and it is bronze for Spain as Sancho made it home, and Turkey were in 4th place, and was Timothy Adolphe and Cedric Philippe, that great combination, who were on the final leg for France. And Russia take the honours. It's yet another gold medal for them in what's been an immensely successful week. Gold medal number 40.
I tell you something, France was very fortunate there. There was something going on with the last changeover. Not sure what it was.
National record for Turkey, by the way, 47-37 in 4th place. And if there was an irregularity, well, Turkey have the chance to medal. There was a little bit of buffering and the inside lanes involving Spain. They seem to get that right, but obviously the jury of appeal will have a good study of all of our pictures here as Russia took it home with Andrei Kopdev. And it's yet another gold medal for them, and they won the world title and they won the Paralympics gold as well. And it's a real crowd pleaser, the relays, because so much can go wrong. We saw that in Zurich last week in the women's 4x1 when Switzerland fell over on the gun, and the Dutch with Daphne Schippers got their changeover badly wrong as well. So here Russia got it right, France with the silver and Spain with the bronze. Everything looked to be absolutely spot on. Russia with the gold, France silver, and Spain with the bronze.
It's quite interesting when you see the VI relays.
So Alan Davis, and this is round 4. He's had 2 fouls with his last 2 throws, 45-57 in the opening round. Hampshire is coming good over 40, but Davis is over 45. That's got to be an improvement. Great throw for the Welshman, who's so heavily supported here in Swansea today. It's a real joust, and Alan Davis, well, he's in pole position for Britain's 16th gold, and he improves to 46. 46, Alan Davis leads for Britain. Now here goes Mohamed Al Jabouri. We're into round 5. De Keersmaker will finish last now. 36.09 for Sweden. It's got out beyond 35. Al Jabouri needs to improve by about 2 meters really in order to climb up into 4th, and improve by 2.5 to get into the medals. launches it out. It's out beyond 35. 35.86. Doesn't improve. 5th place. So for Greece, Marinos Fliaktos. 37.91 is best so far. This is penultimate attempt. Giving it a good go, and it's beyond 35. Just managed to get it out. Everybody's had one foul at one stage or another. Al-Jabouri's had 3 up to this stage. Fliaktos very clean throwing. He's had just the 1. 36.13, and he's in 4th place. So now it will be Dechko Ovcharov. 5th attempt in this men's discus F42 final. Yeah, 38.22. He's launched twice so far. Doesn't really look as if that was much beyond 35. It wasn't really. $36.95, he stays in 3rd place. So Alan Davis again, his penultimate throw, 5th attempt. Hampshire, after moving up into 2nd, has had 2 no throws. 46-46 in round 4. He's getting this one out again to beyond 45. May improve slightly. He's loving it though. He's having a great time, Mikhail.
Yeah, he has. It looks like he's a slightly bit disappointed with that throw. From his hand gestures there, just slightly off. But I mean, he's way out ahead. Way out.
Great throw by Davis. He's happy enough with that. Out it went. It's been really excellent, consistent throwing by Alan Davis so far today. 46.39. He's consistent. Right, we're into the final round. Fliaktos of Greece. His best so far is 37.91 in round 2. And it's beyond 35. And he won't improve. So 4th for Fliaktos. So here he comes. Alan Davis steps into the circle. Fouls for Hampshire and Ovcharov mean that he is the European champion. Great result for Wales, and he's really loving the reception he's getting. And rightly so. There are a lot of Wales flags over on the far side in the back straight. And Alan Davis, the world champion, twice in a row, Paralympic champion in the discus, can add this European title to his shot put from earlier this week. He won't really mind where it goes because the European title belongs to Britain, to Wales, to Alan Davis.
Brilliant. Proud captain. You can just see how much this means to him. I know he said he's got a lot of family and friends that have come out, over 40 of them, so I know they'll be partying into the night time. But no, I was saying earlier, it looked like he slightly stalled the discus a little in the throw before that one, but you know, he's happy with that, and looking obviously at his season's best, you know, he's not far off it.
So Alan Davis takes gold for Britain, 46-46, and well done, Tom Hampshire of Luxembourg, their first medal of the week. And their last. It's the silver of Turov, the bronze for Bulgaria. Liakta's fourth for Greece. Really good consistent throwing from Davis. Each of the three throws that counted would have won him gold. So, Bartosz Tchaikovsky to round off the men's shot put F41. This is the last throw of the competition, and Tchaikovsky has got the gold. Kieran Duke 11.96, Tchaikovsky a PB of 12.83, and this is his lap of honour. Gold for Poland, but silver for Britain, and they're rounding off the competition very, very positively. The two Russian athletes, third and fourth, Dmitry Dushkin and Jan Shkulka. But Tchaikovsky, well, it was a really good, solid series of throws. Duke led for one round, and then Tchaikovsky took over and kept throwing 12 metres after 12 metres after 12 metres. And even then at the end, he did that, 12.24. But his personal best, 12.83. It's gold for Poland.
I'm just wondering how disappointed Kieran Duke would be there. I mean, he started off his first round throws of 11.96, and then 11.79, and then third, fourth, and fifth, and even into the sixth one, he didn't do too good there. But I mean, second place, silver medal, and it is about the medals, and I'm sure he'll be pleased the fact that he has got the silver.
Yeah, 11.96 for Duke. Tchaikovsky takes the gold for Poland with a lifetime best.
Thank you.
Yeah, great result though for Alan Davis. Really popular victor here on Welsh soil in Swansea as he takes the men's discus F42 title. And with Duke winning silver for Britain in the men's shot put, the field events for the week are now all over. And wow, what a reception he's getting, eh? And deservedly so.
Definitely. The sun is definitely shining down on him as well.
Now, got to tell you, by the way, the men's 4x100 metres relay, Turkey and France disqualified. Both Russia, gold, Spain, silver. We'll update that for you, but Turkey and France both disqualified.
Well, I did say in the relay there was something that wasn't quite right. It definitely has to do with the changeovers. Definitely, I've got a feeling.
But great delight for Davis, and I mean, he's performed so well again, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, you know, himself and Kieran, and there's a big Welsh contingency that went out to Portugal this year and did some nice warm weather training, and the whole group seems to be performing really well.
If you're a fan of medal ceremonies, we've got 7 coming up. It's the women's shot put F34, which will get us underway. We've got the women's relay in between. And it is Germany who did so well here, one athlete in particular. The rule is to do with the baton exchange. That's the rule. Yeah, both of them. So it is a superb bronze medal for Frances Herman. so you can hear what I hear. So you don't have to say anything. And for Poland, Lucyna Kornobis gets the silver medal. It's been a really good games for Poland here. And Poland getting themselves on the mark with 30 medals here. 5 gold, 15 silver, and 10 bronze. And what a career Birgit Kober is having. 10 major championship medals and all of them gold. And she does this in a season's best. And she's been fantastic in the throwing disciplines right throughout her life. Javelin and shot put, she's been dominating for the last 4 years. And that's now 5 doubles she's completed between javelin and shot put in the last 5 major championships. So the German national anthem ringing out around Swansea. They have now won an impressive 14 titles here at this championship and 46 medals overall. And there's still one event left to go. Yeah, it's another major championship for her. She's done really well indeed, has Kober. And she'll be the one to beat at next year's World Championships. And then there's a small matter of Rio coming along as well. And the next European Championships in 2 years' time, which are on in Grosseto in Italy. Gorgeous evening here in Swansea. It's been a super week here. And it's still got the women's relay to come. 4x100 for T35s to T38s, and that'll be on in the next 10 minutes or so. And that'll be the final event here of the week. Britain involved in that, Germany and Russia. You don't need to nip off for anything there, do you?
No, I'm good. I'm here now. I definitely need to stay because I'm quite excited for this last relay here. I know the ladies have been training really, really hard for this. They've been over in Loughborough, training very frequently, making sure that the changeovers are right. And you know what as well? Along with the looking at the changeovers, it's the gelling of the team, because that's important as well. So all the girls are very familiar with each other. They all have an understanding of their role and the roles of the others. And most importantly as well, they all get on, which is a bonus.
Every little helps.
Definitely. Have you enjoyed your week, Will?
Oh, it's been fabulous here, yeah. It's been a lot of fun. It always is covering these IPCs. We're in Lyon last year for the World Championships, and this has been an excellent week as well. It's been really well organised. I mean, it's gone off a dream.
Definitely.
Right, time for a medal ceremony. This will be the women's 400 metres T11, which drew to its conclusion. Only gold and silver here, everybody in blue. Pinar Keller's just missed out on the silver. She was the third, but you get nothing in a three-person final for finishing last, so well done to Finland instead for taking the silver medal, which goes to Eliza Montanen, who's just receiving her medal now. And alongside her, her guide, who I believe is based in Tampere, Sonja Turnbull-Smith of Finland. But a great victory again for Turkey, who've done really, really well this week, thanks to a cracking athlete in Osno Yilmaz'a, very well guided by Arda Eris. He's only 19, her guide, she's 17, came through in a personal best, 107. Excellent week for Turkey. They've won 4 titles and 9 medals. Yep, excellent week for Turkey. Well, we've got one more track race left, and it's the women's relay. 4x100 meters comes up in 10 minutes time, and we're looking forward to that. British involvement, so we'll get the home support really up on their feet. Britain, Germany and Russia, they've had a great week, all 3 nations. It's been a lot of fun here in Swansea.
Definitely has.
What happens tomorrow then? Well, I guess loads of people go to Birmingham for the IPC Grand Prix up there in the Diamond League.
We've got a lot of athletes from here that are going to be travelling tonight to go and compete there. We had some who's already left. Discus Dan, who's already gone. We've got Ali who's going later on today. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun again tomorrow. But I'm really looking forward to actually seeing this one. Especially, you know, what it is, Will, when you've seen the athletes actually training for this, and you know that they've worked so hard, you just really want them to come out and do what they've been doing in training. And I think that's the essence to athletics, I feel. You know, once you've practiced something perfectly, you know, you're expecting to come out and deliver in that respect. So I always say that perfect practice makes perfect, not practice makes perfect.
Right, medal ceremony is on the way. Men's 400 meters T44. Well, this rounded off about 40 minutes ago. the last individual track event. That men's 4x100 metres relay, remember, France and Turkey were disqualified. It was a baton change. Requalified, I am hearing. Bring you up to date with that very shortly. Isaac Towers finishing in 3rd place.
I'm so proud of Isaac. And he's such a cool dude as well.
So everybody's been undisqualified from that final. Russia, France, Spain, Turkey, the 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 4x100 metres relay. There you go, that's a good one.
So maybe my eyes were deceiving me there.
Bojan Mitic in 2nd place for Switzerland. Superb week for him. And that's his 3rd medal of the week, 2 silvers and a bronze. And for Henry Manny, it is 4 golds. The 1, the 2, the 4 and the 8. What a fabulous week for him and for Finland. He's won 4 golds. And Finland have won 9. Yeah, great result again for the Finn. He has been flying this week. He's 22 years old. His younger brother Thomas is 18 next week. Good chance that he'll be able to follow him through along the same line. Well, the crowds have stayed here for the final event of the week. All of the field action is over. Good week for Britain overall. Was there any target, Mikhail, that had been set in terms of golds and medals, or just win as much as you can?
Well, I think it was win as much as you can, but I know Paula, the head coach, would have had a target in mind, and I know that we've surpassed that. So, you know, it's a big team effort. You know, from the athletes to the coaches, from the medical team as well. As I said, you know, they play a big role, and there's a great unity in the team, which I think that helps in building the confidence, in ensuring that the athletes go out there and perform to the highest caliber.
It's a busy old schedule, of course, and that's the thing with the IPC schedule with Parasport. It's growing, so next year you've got the World Championships, and obviously you've got various Grand Prix
in between
around Britain and around Europe, and Berlin's got a big one, and Birmingham's got a big one, and then in 2016 you've got the Europeans in Italy, and you've got Rio.
Exactly.
Small matter of that. And these Paralympic Games are just getting bigger and bigger, which is brilliant.
And it's all down to, obviously, IPC do a wonderful job in what they do, but the other organisations, the sponsors that get involved, and I think it's about, you know, creating that awareness and putting out that message that this is about not necessarily your disability, but the ability to perform at the highest level, and that is very important. And people now are looking at Paralympic sport and looking and saying, well, yeah, these guys, they are elite, and you can see from the performances that over the week, not just from Great Britain, but from the rest of the team.
So the women's 4x100 metres, T35 to 38, the final event of a long week of athletics in Swansea. Britain, Germany and Russia are the three in this. Gold and silver up for grabs. Russia, so successful, much medalled this week through Zhana Fekalina, who's on the opening legs, Svetlana Sergeyeva, Anna Sapiznikova and Margarita Goncharova. Germany, Isabel Ferder, Maria Seifert, Maika Hausberger and Claudia Nikoliczyk. And for Britain, for whom there'll be a big cheer, Olivia Breen to start off, Bethany Woodward, Sophie Hahn and Jenny McLaughlin. Of the Russian team, Sergeyeva's won javelin gold, Fekalina long jump silver, Sapiznikova gold in the long jump and a silver in the 100, and Goncharova's won her 3 golds in the 1, the 4 and the long jump. So here we go. Women's 4x100 metres relay. Britain, Germany and Russia. Breen, Ferder and Fekalina. Breen to get underway for Britain. Ferder for Germany. Fekalina for Russia.
No.
Wobble on the line from Ferder, I'm afraid. So they'll reset. It'll be a faulty start, more than likely.
I'll tell you something though, Will. Yeah, Breen will get off to a great start. And then you've got Bethany on the second leg. Very strong. Third leg, Sophie Hahn.
Yeah, green card. Green card for them all.
And then finishing strong will be Jenny McLaughlin.
The last European Championship final 2 years ago in Stadskanal produced a world record, 54.77. So Britain in 3, Germany in 4, Russia in 5. And they're off, and it's Breen away for Britain first of all, and gliding up alongside and past Ferder of Germany. It'll be Breen to Woodward now, Ferder to Seifert for Germany. Fekalina to Sergeyeva. Russia doing very well. They got the changeover absolutely right, and everybody's still in this. And here goes Woodward for Britain. It'll be Hahn to take it up in the third leg. Seifert passing to Hausberger for Germany. And Sergeyeva to Sapiznikova. Something's gone wrong. Somebody's gone out. It's Russia who are taking it through. It's Britain who are in 3. Is it Russia who are out? This is brilliant. Russia are going to win this. No, Britain are going to win this. This is McLaughlin for Britain. And Germany coming up through Nikoliczyk. It's Russia, it's Britain, it's Russia who take it. It's Britain in second. And Germany are miles behind. Wow, that was quite a finish in the end. Wow. Britain nearly took it off. It was silver for them ultimately. Wow. And Russia win it. Russia take it, Britain second, and Germany fell well behind in third place. And they all did really well. Well, McLaughlin in the final leg, excellent. Goncharova brought them through for a 4th gold medal of the Games. Britain have a lot to celebrate. Breen, Woodward, Hahn and McLaughlin. And Germany fell back in third place and won't medal out of this. But that was quite a finish in the end. That was, well, that was thrilling stuff. That was quite something to follow. And what happened with Germany there? They just seemed to fall totally back.
Exactly, and the thing about it is when you've got someone like Sophie Hahn on third leg there, she just keeps going and going and going. And Jenny did well there. She received the baton well. Good arm tempo with the baton.
Well, it was really great running here from McLaughlin. Goncharova hurtling towards the line, and the world record's gone. 53.53. Britain inside the world record also, 53.84. And Germany well back in third place. But look at Goncharova go, and go she did. Brings it home, Gold for Russia, 53-53. The world record from the last European Championships goes with it. What a brilliant anchor leg from Goncharova. And that's glory for them. National record for Britain, 53.84. They were almost a second inside the old world record from 2 years ago. Russia and Britain and Germany, the 1, 2, 3. And that was immense teamwork. And that was quite a finish, very entertaining. Germany got stalled well back. They were certainly having some trouble with the baton on one of their legs, but Russia weren't. And they finish the way they've continued all week. Russia with the world record with the gold, 53.53 seconds. Britain a new national record, 53.84. And Germany third, 59.54. And that's 41 gold medals for the week for Russia, 88 in total. Britain, second highest number of medals, 52. 16 gold, 19 silver, 17 bronze. Ukraine had 17 gold, second in the medal table. But that was a great way for this brilliant week of sport to finish, Mikhail.
I'm super excited here. It was really, really close, Will, with the Russians and Great Britain. What I really loved there was the changeovers from Great Britain. They executed them really well. This is what they've been training to do.
Yeah, Russia, 41 gold medals they've got now to add on the one we've just seen there. Ukraine with 43 medals and 17 gold. And Britain, well, look at that tally, 51 medals for the week. That's with the 4x1 we've just seen to be added on. 16 gold, 19 silver, 17 bronze. But a great week for Germany as well, and Finland. Oodles of medals. Switzerland, what a week for Hoog and Shah. Switzerland had 9 people in the team and won 17 medals. That's not bad. Hoog took a lot. Shah took a lot. Ireland with 4 golds, 2 Smith, 2 McKillop, and a silver for Orla Barry. Italy did very well with 4 gold as well. And Turkey had a great week. Spain and Poland obviously too. Ireland getting onto page 2, so they've had a good week here. And all these nations have really done marvellously. Wallengren contributing to Sweden, and the Jonsson brothers in the long jump with a gold and a bronze. Lithuania picking up field medals today. Czech Republic through Eva Berner. Hungary through those really, really talented sisters in the T20. And Ilona taking the honours. And Luxembourg have the silver, which they took this afternoon. Well done, Tom Habscheid. And 33 nations medalled in Swansea. Well done all. And well done you for your commentary debut, Mikhail. That was very good. You did well.
No, you helped me through that, and it's been great. I've loved being up here. The time's just gone so fast. I admire what you do, definitely. I'll never, ever, ever talk down about a commentator again. Thank you so much for having me.
And of course, once or twice, I put the little tab up so you can hear what's going into my ear the whole time with a truck going mad. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
It's been a great week. You've done very well. Listen, congrats to you. You can nip away to the closing ceremony and the after party if you desire. Yep. You've done really well.
Hopefully you'll have me back on again, Will.
Oh, we will. We will. Listen,
much.
Lots of great championships coming up. World Championships next year. So thanks for coming and thank you. I couldn't have done it alone.
Thank you,
I'd have gone mad.
Take care, Will.
Thanks, mate. It's been great talking to you, Mikhail. Best of luck. Take care. Thank you very much. Closing ceremonies on the way, and we've had, what, 180 events odd this week. Oh, we still have a few closing ceremonies to go as well, I guess. So it's not over yet. Don't go home. Russia with 41 gold, 29 silver and 18 bronze and 88 medals in total. Britain won 52 medals, Germany 46, Ukraine 43, but each and every one important. So the ones for Slovenia, the bronze for them, the silver for Norway, the silver for Luxembourg will be greeted and celebrated just the same, and the 2 silvers for Belgium. Iceland won gold earlier on in the week, and they have a nice growing athletics program there in the IAAF circuit and the IPC as well. Well, what a way for the championships to round off the gold medal in the world record of the women's 4x100 meters relay for Russia, 53.53 seconds. A brilliant way for the week to end. Well, celebrations happening all around the stadium here for different nations who've won their medals. Britain celebrating their silver in the 4x1 in a new national record. The usual freneticism of the relay. It's been a fantastic 2 weeks of athletics. Zurich last week with the European Athletics Championships, and then here this week with the IPC Athletics Europeans. Tomorrow, Birmingham, the IPC Grand Prix and the Diamond League. If you have a chance to catch that, if you have a chance to go to it, go for it. Some great entertainment will be on the way, and it's been a brilliant way to just about round off the athletics summer. Right, well, thank you, everybody, for watching this week. Thanks to the many dozens behind the scenes. On behalf of the men we had today, Mikael Huggins and Fanny van der Merwe, and for Nigel Adley, who's been here all week, I'm Will Downing. Thank you for watching. It's been a great week for Swansea 2014. Nasta.